As this disaster continues to unfold, volunteer efforts to help the victims continues to ramp up.
The Austin chapter of the American Red Cross is accepting donations of money to help people affected by the fires. Other organizations are working to put goods and services in the hands of victims. Jim Swift spent the day following donations from an East Austin collection center to a shelter in Bastrop.
You get a sense of how close the city of Bastrop is to the disaster in this area by noticing the smoke billowing over the parking lot at Ascension Catholic Church here within the city limits. The church has been serving as a sanctuary for people facing uncertainty and worse as the fire raged beyond the town.
One can only imagine that leaving without what is comforting to you in your own home can cause a great deal of anxiety. And so our immediate need is to provide a restful place where people can kind of gather and collect themselves, deal with the shock of what has happened to them.
What are you hearing?
Well, just that most of it's been burned down to the ground.
How are you coping?
So, as long as I don't see it, probably okay.
Like Mike Gerald, Ana Gomez and her one-year-old daughter, Nez Marie, are depending on the Catholic Charities of Central Texas to provide the very basics of life after they escaped their burning neighborhoods with very few of their own belongings.
They've given me Pampers for her, clothes for her, for myself, you know. It's a big blessing.
First, in the morning, donated goods were collected at the Diocese of Austin Pastoral Center on US 290 in East Austin.
Yay!
By noon, they were being sorted at the Catholic Charities offices at East 6th and Chacon. Then, by mid-afternoon, they were available to fire victims at the Bastrop Church.
What kind of difference is this place and the donations that have been supplied here making for you?
Well, it's great help to be with people. I'm sorry. when you're waiting.
Catholic Charities of Central Texas will continue to accept donations for the foreseeable future at its East Austin headquarters. Here in Bastrop, at Ascension Catholic Church, all church activities that do not relate directly to the shelter have been canceled for the week. Meanwhile, in the skies over Bastrop, the smoke continues to billow. Jim Swift, KXAN News.
A variety of other organizations are also putting together fundraising and donation gathering programs. We've collected information about some of them and we've posted them on our website. You can click on a link with this story, Jim's story, on the local news page at kxan.com.